Hello and welcome to video 12 in our study of Uninvited, which is Lysa TerKeurst's book. We are in chapter 4, and she asks us the question, have you ever felt alone in a crowded room? Think about it. Have you ever felt alone in a crowd full of people? She shares a story about being in such a situation like that. And she says often it is simply not recognizing God's fullness in us and not being prepared in advance for how God wants us to be a blessing to others. And we have false expectations on people. In our last video, we talked about living in the fullness of Christ. And what that means is we need to spend time with Him by abiding, delighting, and dwelling. But we need to also be prayed up and prepared before we enter into a situation where rejection could possibly happen or rejection could possibly wound us. She says in her book on page 45, we must respect ourselves enough to break the pattern of placing unrealistic expectations on others. After all, people will not respect us more than we respect ourselves. People will not respect us more than we respect ourselves. No, it's not wrong to need people, but some of our biggest disappointments in life are the result of expectations we have of others that they can't ever possibly meet. That's when the desire to connect becomes an unrealistic need. Unrealistic neediness is actually greediness in disguise. She says it's saying my needs and my desires to deserve to tap into or possibly even deplete yours. See, this will never set a relationship up for success, and it will always lead to feelings of rejection. Here's the secret shift we need to make. Do I walk into a situation prepared with the fullness of God in me, free to look for ways to bless others? Or do I walk into situations empty and dependent on others to look for ways to fill me? See, living loved is a choice that we need to make daily. It's the only solution to conquering rejection. Being full of God's love settles, empowers, and brings out the best of who we are. Rejection will still happen. It will still come knocking, but how we process that rejection is dependent on how full we are on God's love. So I just want to encourage you today to fill up on the good stuff. So when the bad stuff comes, you have what it takes to push it away and not let it toxify your life. God bless, take care, and have an awesome day.